Jared Polin, phronosphoto.com, and this is your Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by my Gear Vault, which is giving away $5,000 in prizes, including your choice of a Nikon D850, Sony a7R III, or the Canon 5D Mark IV, which no one actually wants anymore. It's really simple to get entered and score more tickets, aka chances to win. All you have to do is open My Gear Vault, click on the dashboard icon in the upper left, then look for My Gear Vault Rewards, and that's where you will find the share button and your custom link. You will get tickets the first time you share it out, and every time a friend signs up using your link, you will score more tickets. If you don't have the app yet, head on over to bit.ly/MGV Rewards to give it a download. First up, do you remember the days when a stack of papers that were glued together and had printing on them would show up at your door? I think they used to call those things magazines. Well, after 45 years, the photo magazine Shutterbug is officially killing off the print edition to focus entirely on online. Editor-in-Chief Dan Havlick said, "Shutterbug magazine had a great run, but the media landscape has changed dramatically in the last 4+ decades, and we felt now was the time for Shutterbug to become a dynamic, web-only publication." Actually, in my opinion, that time was 5 to 7 years ago. He continues, "Shutterbug.com has grown dramatically in recent years, with record traffic and expanded reach to photographers around the world. We can now dedicate all our resources to further growing our online presence and expanding our video, social media, mobile, and e-commerce channels." Shutterbug says their social media channels have grown exponentially in recent years, with nearly 1 million followers on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Flipboard, Twitter, and other social sites combined. And I kind of find that to be funny, as I added up their Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Flipboard, and Twitter followers and came up with a grand total of 356,776, with 267,000 of them coming from Facebook alone. So maybe they have 600,000 MySpace followers or something hiding somewhere. The reason I call out the numbers is because magazines for years have inflated their worth and reach. They base their circulation off of how many people will view each issue, which averages, in their opinion, 4 to 5 people per copy. Dan, that's like saying that my Playboys that are sitting in my bathroom are going to be read by 4 to 5 people. They're not. My girlfriend doesn't want to read those. Actually, the articles are really good. Next up, Sony has announced plans to spend 1 trillion yen or $9 billion, or whichever comes first, on image sensor development in their mission to become the top camera brand by 2021. Sony already accounts for a reported 50% share of the sensor imaging market. Now keep in mind, most of the cell phones out there are sporting Sony sensors, and so are a lot of the Nikon cameras. Sony announced at their IR Day 2018, which I've actually never heard of and wasn't invited to, that their mid-range initiative over the next 3 years is to be the top brand in the overall camera market. Now, in order to do that, they will need to surpass Nikon and Canon, who both are reportedly working on their own mirrorless cameras, and I honestly don't think they are just going to roll over and go away.
I really want you to leave.
Get out your calendar right now and make a note for March 31st, 2021, as that's the exact date Sony says they will become the top camera brand. Now, I guess we'll have to wait and see now, won't we? Meanwhile, the Sony A9 has won the Camera of the Year in Japan. Dan, I'm not really sure how that camera won, because I seem to get every 1 in 3 pictures actually in focus in low light situations. Exaggeration, maybe? The Camera Journal Press Club, or CJPC, is a 55-year-old coalition made up of 10 of the most influential camera and photo publications in Japan. The awards honor the best camera products introduced between April 1st, 2017 and March 31st, 2018, and are voted on by a 53-person team that includes editors, experts, reporters, photographers, and not me for some reason. Here's a rundown of the awards. The Sony A9 won the top prize as the best camera of the past year, which I totally disagree with, because the D850 is much better for what it offers. Olympus got Best Lens of the Year for their 17mm 1.2 Pro. The Nikon D850 received the Readers and Editors Award. The Panasonic G9 got the Second Editors Award, which means it basically sucks because it got second fiddle. And Canon, well, they didn't seem to make any lists. Nikon Rumors has updated their rumors of the forthcoming Nikon mirrorless camera. As always with rumors, if I'm reporting on them, it means I'm not under NDA and I
know nothing.
Here's what they're saying. Nikon's gonna target the Sony a7 III with a camera that's reportedly 24 megapixels in range and includes features and functions never introduced beforehand. They're also saying that the camera may sell for around $2,000, which makes sense to me because that's what the a7 III is priced at. They think the camera will be announced right before Photokina, along with at least 2 new lenses, with a second batch of lenses following in a few months after. They're even saying the camera could be in people's hands a month after Photokina. Nikon Rumors is confirming, for whatever weight that actually holds, a sophisticated new F-mount adapter. All of this stuff sounds lovely, and if it is true, I can't wait to try this camera out. I think Nikon will definitely introduce some new tech into the viewfinder along with new lenses, F-mount adapter, and finally come out with quality autofocus for video. In my opinion, the next 3 years are going to be huge for the photo industry and the big players that make it up. And finally, the royal wedding photos have been released, and well, I had a lot to say about it, so I made a separate video, which you can view by clicking right here. Now to check out the last photo news fix, go ahead and click on the screen right here. And there you have it. Thank you for watching. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.